Hey everybody, I hope y'all are doing well. So again, I just had something that came through to me. like, this is the first time I've been laid up physically, like where I'm not able to work out and walk and, perform, my daily functions as I normally would. And exercise for me, especially when trying to get off of drugs or even just deal with depression or, things like that, is super powerful. So part of the reason why I think I've been so down lately, and not so down, just this has been difficult, very difficult in a lot of ways because I have not been able to exercise. So, but I bring this up because in this movement that I'm talking about, when if that person does come across as needing more, then instead of immediately giving them more, there's a good suggest. You could suggest just like, hey man, have you worked out? Is your body sore? Do you have an abundance of energy? Maybe you just need to meditate. Like, encourage other healthier activities. Really try and encourage them and help guide them and be like, yo man, I'll go out there and meditate with you, or we can go play some basketball or whatever. Whatever suits their soul, or maybe you have some type of a feeling that might be good for them. And really help encourage them, really help share that love with them. And this is also where, when it comes to marijuana, it's like everything has its time and place. Like, marijuana is kind of good for like really intense situations like that where a person's feeling like doing something even more destructive, like really destructive, where marijuana can kind of come in with a good activity. And I've found that those work good together, and they can actually help one get away from taking that extra dose of kava or kratom or alcohol or whatever it may be. So that's another problem with these cities and the way that they're designed and everything. And even rehabilitation, like the rehabilitation center I went to, like they had a few weights and stuff, but again, it's in a city surrounded by all this stuff, which all this energy and da 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 da, and it's in these cramped spaces, and they're feeding us really not good food at all. So when you have a mixture of these type of elements trying to help heal people, it doesn't really work that well. But if you're able to implement and encourage other activities that are more organic and natural, and being outside in nature and having space, and just visually knowing that you can see things, and it gives you, for me, it gives me more of a fresh feeling to know that I'm not confined by all these things and regulations, and I don't know, just stuff can be quite confining sometimes. So I think it's also good to try to have these things. That's why Arizona, is great for wide, expansive lands. But anyways, I just wanted to make a video talking about how there are, and I'd love to encourage and implement other techniques to help sway people away from taking that extra dose. Like for me, in my instance of having, a bad leg and my back's doing better, but it was hurting pretty bad for a while, and my shoulder, both shoulders really for a while. For me, having like a healthy like type of hot springs, or like a type of just cleansing system, I think involving water is very powerful too, and heat, and also cold, and then also just having a meditative ground, and maybe even like rolling around in the dirt, and then with the hemp plants, if you get the hemp paste, you grind that down and you turn it into a paste. You can apply that to the area that's hurting, and it will help heal the nerves. Now, these are hypothetical. I have not tested these myself, so I'm saying this from a hypothetical perspective, but that's what the science is. Well, that's what I've been told. I haven't looked into the actual paste. I can't say that. I've looked into other things with the hemp, but Pops has told me that just applying the paste to your wounded areas will help that area heal. So there's a lot of things that we can do, alternative things that we can do from the type of medical system we have today to help people heal. And then also while they're healing, I think it's good for them to have, it doesn't have to be super intensive work duties, but have them continue doing stuff. It's not that hard planting, helping out a garden and stuff, and especially in the times that we're in, with the supply chain and all these crazy threats and everything. It just seems like a good idea to do it anyways. But why not, you know, throw that in there as far, you know, as far as you know, helping to be a therapeutic healing type work that we can all, you know, or those who are want to can help out in. Um, you know, I do think that there might be some type of like a minimum requirements to for everybody, just to make sure that we're all, you know, taking care of our shit. You know, we all got to help pitch in. You know, there's really no free ride in life. You know, and if you allow people to, you know, kind of freeload, I think you're enabling bad behavior. So I'm not trying to do that at all. All right, just some food for thought, guys. Love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.